Chad says, okay, we got that. Valerie says, I'm having trouble letting someone go that I love. He's an alcoholic and I know he's toxic for me. I've been close with him for over 6 years. How do I make this less painful? The heartache is awful. Well, Valerie, why don't you focus on what are the criteria that you're interested for your man to have, the man that you want to be in a relationship with. In other words, finding that, what is important to you, what is a yes, positive, what is a no and negative in the man that you want to have a relationship with, you'll come about and asking yourself, how many of those qualities this person have, and among the qualities that you require to choose your man, which one is a deal breaker? Like if your candidate has every criteria that you're interested in, but if one of them, which one of them is important enough that regardless of how many other characteristics that you require he has, but you would not want to be with that person because of that one thing that is very important. So, for example, you would say so many different criteria, but regardless of how many of these the guy has, if he is on drugs, or if he is, I don't know, abusive, or if he is a narcissist, or this and that, that doesn't matter how many other criteria that you want is in him. You just don't want to have anything to do with that person, with that guy. And then you figure out if this person has any of the deal breakers and what is the effect of it on your life. And at the same time, ask yourself, why do you want to be with this guy? If the guy is alcoholic, cannot control this negative habit, which is of course is toxic to him, and obviously it's going to be toxic to the people around him. So if you want to tolerate that, then you have nobody to blame but yourself, because obviously you don't have enough respect for yourself to focus on your expectations and standards to be met, and you're willing to forego your standards that you expect for certain other menial benefits, so to speak, or interactions. So you got to figure that out. Once you figure that out, you'll see if this person, how much is it worth to be in a toxic relationship, but be in a relationship? How much a relationship is worth, even to the cost of it being a toxic relationship? So why are you in a relationship? Most people want to be in a relationship to better their life, to enhance their life, to have support from each other, to create that elusive psychological security. But if someone is alcoholic and doesn't want to do anything about it, or on drugs and always out of it and doesn't know what's going on, it creates all these anxieties. And what kind of psychological security is there? The things you have to deal with, the ups and downs. So figure out, is it really you missing the person, or is it you don't have the power to take care of yourself and be respectful to yourself and the kind of life that you want to live? Therefore, you don't want to go out and try finding other relationship. You're settling with the one that you're used to, regardless of how toxic it could be. Well, then that is the value judgment of yours that should be a little bit paid attention to. Letting go is always difficult, especially you've been with someone for a long time. You've created a certain order between the two of you. As you know, before you met him or went into a relationship, you had a certain way of living, certain things you would do, certain way of lifestyle and mechanical processes that you would go through during the day. You had created a certain order for yourself, certain way of doing things, certain norm in life. Then you each got together and each had their own orders before you got together. So it was a little bit confusing, a little bit unbalancing. It took you guys a while in order to create a new order, a collective order, a compromise in many things, and figured out how a new way of life, new norm, new way of doing things, new mechanical processes coming into how it used to be before you guys met each other. And then you got used to that, and that became your order. The new mixed one became your order. And you got used to this for 6 years. Now that you want to let go, again, you see there's a disorder, because it's not like how it used to be when you guys were together. So that new order, again, which is the same as when it was before you guys met with each other, it seems to be the disorder. When it used to be the order and you guys got together and it seemed like there's a disorder, but then you guys worked it out and made this to be the new order, a collective one, a combined one, compromised one. And now that you're trying to break up, it seems like this order that you've been used to for the past 6 years is breaking down, and it is creating a disorder in your life. And now you're a little bit lost. And you think it's the person that you know it's toxic relationship, and you think your pain is because of the person rather than, in fact, it is because of the order is changing and a disorder is taking place, because it used to be the way things were when you guys were together. Now you're wanting to be single again, and the things look a little bit different than, a lot different than how it was during the past 6 years. And that is what is really paining you and making you feel a little bit unbalanced, and worries you, creates the anxiety that you're feeling. So, hope these are something for you to think about. And let's go and see what else we have in here.